How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the Positive Mindset Podcast, where we come together to raise our vibration, lift our perspective, and build a positive mindset. My name is Henry, and I'm so thankful to have each and every one of you here today because in this episode, we're going to talk about how to love yourself and move into your positive future. Make sure you stay tuned to the very end because we're going to do a deep, healing, meditative breath to align us on this message and so that we can carry it throughout the day. So how do you love yourself? If you're hurting, if you're going through pain, if the world is showing you everything about love, whether it's family members that are letting you down, friends that aren't there, just the world in general, when you have that hurt within, how do you find love? Well, the first thing is understanding what you truly are. You see, you are not the circumstances. If something that you would label as bad is happening to you, you're not bad. If people are hurting you, you're not deserving of hurt. You see, you are something so much more. You are a powerful being that's having an experience. And this experience is for you. Just like the experience that I'm having is for me. So if I'm important enough to have an experience directly for me, and you're valuable enough to have an experience that's meant specifically for you, why would something bad be happening? Why would you find yourself in a situation that hurts? Why the people that should lift you up bring you down? Why would that happen to you if this is experience for you? Well, if there's a challenge, if there's something difficult and you rise above it, you must be a pretty powerful thing. In fact, you must be destined to grow. You might have purpose in growth. So when these hard things happen for you, and you do make it through because that's what you're here to do. That's the opportunity. It's not guaranteed that you'll make it through because there's no growth in that. If everything you did was a sure thing, if everything you tried worked out, you couldn't grow. You couldn't truly learn what something is. But when you can fail, when it's actually difficult, when you may not succeed, but you do grow in that circumstance, the thing that you become on the other side is the gift. You see, over any pain, over any obstacle, after any hurt is the gift. Because when you go through something and you're still standing, when you go through something and you still know how to love, when you go through pain, but yet you still have joy within your heart when you make it to the other side, then you are that thing. Do you know how good it feels to know that you actually are love? Because if you're hurting, you're not thinking that you have love. You're not thinking people love you. You're not thinking the world loves you. You're not thinking God loves you. You're thinking you're the opposite. You are feeling what is coming at you instead of understanding that what is coming at you is to help you grow and move through it so that you can feel what you truly are, which is the love beyond the pain, the love beyond the hurt, the love that is meant for you. You are a being. Everything in this life, everything that you're going through is to help you understand your state of being. So when difficulty happens, when you're in that pain, when nothing around you resembles what you want to be, maybe your parents are negative, maybe they're hurtful, maybe your finances, there's problems in your finances, maybe you're tired because you're a single mom and there's no support, nobody's helping you, you're sick, whatever it is that you're going through, imagine if you realize that all this was happening for you because you can make it through the other side because you are the one. You are this powerful being that's going through this thing to realize that you actually are the love that's absent in that situation. And when you operate in that love, when you operate in that peace, then you know it for truth. Because you can look around and see, clearly, nobody is giving this to me. Clearly, nobody is showing me this way. And if I choose to be this way, then I must be it. That should always be your stance, that when something that you don't want to be presents itself and you still stand fast as you desire to be, so when the pain comes, you're still in healing energy. When the loss comes, you're still in giving energy. When the hurt comes, you're still in the love energy. Whatever it is, when you do that, you become more of that thing. Whatever you observe, you create more of. So when this pain comes, a lot of people, they start really staring at the pain. They get lost in the things that are hurtful. They get lost in my sibling did this, my parent did this, my spouse did this. That's what we do. We get lost in those things, and so we start to expand it into our life. The goal isn't to ignore it. The goal is to find what the silver lining is. Where is the good in this dark situation? Where is the good in this painful situation? Where is the good in this loss? And when you find it, and that's what you magnify, that's what you become. And the better you get at it, it doesn't matter the situation anymore. You don't need things to work out to be okay. You don't need things to go your way to be all right. That's a gift. You could have $10 million, but if you don't have that mindset, you can feel lost. You can feel pain. The highest penthouses have people jumping off of them. And it's not the poor that's climbing up there to do it. It's the person living it with all the money, all the things, all the fame, all the glory, all the accolades, all the external love. They have it all, but they don't have within because they didn't realize that the pain, instead of running from it, was there to show them who they are. That's it. If God created all this and God created the bad, the negative, it has to be good. It has to be. God's love, it's the highest frequency that there is. And God wants us all to be that. Like, you know, deep down, you desire to operate in the highest love frequency. But if the only way to get there is to become it, then there must be obstacles in this earth, in this experience, and beyond that make you have to be it by choice, not by default. And when you are it by choice, then you gravitate towards it. It's law of attraction. These universal laws are not just earthly laws, they go beyond it. The law of attraction says like is like. So if heaven's a frequency or God's a frequency, you can't go there unless you're that frequency. It's not because God doesn't want you there. That's not because the higher level beings don't want you there. A frequency is a plane of existence. Remember, your frequency is what you frequently see. So as you're operating, you will perceive. So if this highest love frequency, heaven, whatever you would call it, operates at a certain level, you can't go to it unless you're that certain level. Because even if you were there, your perception would be as your current frequency. So even in heaven, if you have the negative frequency within you, you will see the negative there. One of the most powerful sayings that I love so much is that the world is not as it is. The world is as you are. So who are you taking to these situations? Are you taking the victim version of you, that all this is happening to me? Or are you taking the healing, growing, expanding version of you that recognizes that everything is happening for you? It doesn't mean it doesn't hurt. It absolutely hurts. It's real pain. Real. It's real loss. It's real tough decisions. It's all difficult. But when you stay fast on your vision of who you want to become, and it's not constant, we lose it. We get knocked down. We see black. We see white, like where we don't know where to go. But you keep taking those steps forward. You start counting the minutes. You're like, okay, well, 6 o'clock becomes 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock becomes 8 o'clock. And you start realizing that everything is a moment. There's many moments, bigger moments, and bigger moments, and bigger moments. And you just focus on that moment, and you control it. You focus on the next moment and you control it. Then you start remembering that I am something more than this person, this experience. I'm a being. And right now, I'm being the frequency that's presented to me. But I'm more than that. I can perceive more than I am. And then you start looking for the good in the minutes. Then you start looking for the good in the hours. Then you get good at looking at the good in the moments again. You start rising up. You start growing to your higher self. This is what we're here for. You're not here for anything external because then you could take it with you. But we know that everything external on this planet has stayed on this planet. There hasn't been things that somebody loved that when they died, they took it with them. It stays here. You just take you. You take this being, this consciousness that started here, that somehow existed and had an experience here, and then go somewhere else. It's all happening for you. We're going to take a deep breath. And when you breathe in, I want you to view the obstacle that's in your path. If it's your parents, view your parents. If it's work, view your work. Whatever the obstacle is, the thing that's bringing you down, view that thing. Clear. And when you breathe in, start viewing it at the base, at the bottom of the breath. And as you breathe in, raise your perspective up, 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 up as you see the thing, and then go beyond the thing. Keep breathing in until you see so far beyond, you can't even see the thing that's hurting you anymore. You know it's there, but you are so above it at this moment. And as you hold your breath, view from your high view something beautiful, something that you love, and keep your eyes on that. And then once you exhale, visualize yourself zooming into the thing, letting everything else go. All right, let's go ahead and take a deep breath in. and out. You will make it through this time. That's a fact. But what your next time, your next moment will look like will depend on the version of your being that you bring there. So level up and become the rising tide that lifts all ships. Well, thank you so much for watching. I hope this episode was impactful and gave you a different perspective on whatever it is that you're going through. If you want to make sure you don't miss a single episode, make sure you subscribe to my email list. There's a link down below. It will keep you up to date with every single episode. And if you want to follow me on social media, there's my Instagram and TikTok down below. I appreciate all the follows there. Well, thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, and I can't wait to talk to you next time.